Welcome back to a casted game of Age of Empires 4, the Knights of Cross and Rose DLC, and we've got a good one coming up for you here today. We've got Starflark out here playing placement matches as the Knights Templar. This is the ranked ladder. We are live, baby. Watching a live game. We'll see if he's able to get a win for his placement match, because he's up against a very strong opponent. Cop, he's out here playing the House of Lancaster, and I checked out his history, and he's won like 10 games in a row. So he's on a hot streak playing House of Lancaster. And quite honestly, I've been sitting here wondering, can they be beat? They've been nerfed, and they still seem really good. Let me know in the comments, do you think they've been nerfed enough? What would you change about the Civ if you were going to rebalance it some? But at the same time, players been starting to get a little bit of speed with Knights Templar. They're figuring out some builds. Everybody said Byzantines need the PhD, but these days it might be my Knights Templar. You get some extra degrees, maybe an associates or something. Let's see how he's opening up. He's got 7 on food, 2 on gold. So this is a pretty standard Age of Empires 4 opening, right? You just got your 7 on food. Well, he's going to do like 3 to gold. He might not even do 3 to gold. Yeah, we'll have to watch how many villagers he ages up with. Some people have been favoring different mounts. We'll have to check that out. And then, of course, this map's got sacred sites across the middle. So when those pilgrims come into play, you know where they'll be. He probably ideally wants to travel to, like, yeah, I think any of them would be fine. But maybe this one, I don't know. Meanwhile, Cop over here, he's already gathering stone. Now, why is he gathering stone? Well, that's most likely because he's going to be going for a manor boom in the next age. Now, some players like to just, you know, go for the stone and go for a second town center instead. But I expect we'll likely see the keep landmark, and it will be a manor boom. Now, if you're not familiar with the manor, you should go check out my House of Lancaster civilization guide on my channel and subscribe while you're there, because it's so awesome for other guides. But the manor is right here, 200 wood, 100 stone. And this guy will passively generate your resources, 45 wood and 60 food per minute. Okay, so we see him dropping down his Lancaster castle. Gonna put that right in front. Didn't leave space for farms even there. Didn't even care. And Starflark, he is going to go up with the Kingdom of France. Now, the Kingdom of France is going to give you this bonus. Military units are produced faster and are cheaper, but it's also going to unlock the commandery unit for this age, and that will be the Chevalier Confrere, which is a knight type unit. It's not as strong as a knight, kind of there in the middle between a horseman and a knight, but it's a nice early, gold food knight type unit. And likely he'll be looking to come over here and do some kind of denying of this manor boom. Okay, so he'll be grabbing some stone, getting some wood, looking to start putting manors around here. And I feel like on this map, maybe he could stand a strong chance, because Cop is cut off from the deer here, and the deer that, like far out there as far as if the cav comes and starts really raiding. Although I've also seen Lancaster just sit there underneath their TC and do just perfectly fine. So we'll see what he's able to do with it. And he's up to the next age. Let's see if he prioritizes these pilgrims right away. And in fact, he does. So 200 food, 100 wood. This will spawn a pilgrim every 60 seconds. And there the first one goes. So he did not go for Sanctuary, by the way, which is the second one to get a second pilgrim. This one for the first one, and he is going to be targeting this sacred site up there. Now, you can't micro or move these guys. They just kind of go about their way, spreading the good word. But when they get there, going to be turning in 100. Really, I thought that'd be 130 out there, but only 119 gold. Kind of surprising. It looks like it's far enough for 130. So he'll be depositing gold with that trip. And we'll have to see, does he lean into making his unique unit? He just unlocked that calf. He would need to drop down a stable and then get some food and gold. These, of course, will help with that gold situation. And let's check back in on Cop. Cop playing as House of Lancaster, aged up with the Lancaster Castle. This gives buffs to the nearby manors, but also as you build these manors, you can get you can levy some units. So 200 food, 300 wood, you can get a bunch of demi-lancers, and it gives you additional one for each manor. So it's pretty cool to drop out like 6 or 7 or 11 of these guys, depending on how many manors you make. So we got a first one out there near the stone, and I believe these get arrow slits as well. Yes, they do. Going to be taking some shots at the scout there. So he sees his opponent on stone, and he's probably very happy to see that he built his first manor, because that kind of indicates he's not going for a second TC right away. I think he'd be happy about that. I don't know. I think I'd be more nervous seeing a second TC. And it looks like Starflark did build a few villagers and then worked in the second upgrade there for the pilgrims. So he's got them out now. He's got 2 pilgrims heading out, and they are getting 100. That one's got a different amount. How on earth did they get a different amount? I don't. That's beyond me. Okay, so Quap sees the scout kind of going around. He's scouting his opponent. He is going for another manor on the backline, throwing a lot of villagers on that. So he can only get 3 manors until he needs to buy this upgrade to get additional. So we'll see if he goes for more. I imagine he will. Starflark on the other side, though, adding 1 stable and an archery range. So, and he is training up. That's that unique unit we talked about, the Chevalier Confrere. He's going to be training those up. 90 food and 76 gold. They get stronger when they're next to other heavy calves. So a small bonus. It's not massive, but they do get more HP. Okay, we got our first one actually was already over there, forcing some idle time here on the stone. So Starflark already with two manors, looking to drop down a 3rd somewhere. Looks like, I'm sorry, as cop I meant to say. Looking like he should be able to get this resource. He needs a little more wood. Going to pull that gold back. What is he doing saving up the gold? It's likely going to be to get that research, which he did get. Yep, right here to unlock additional manors. Now, so this is kind of the average scenario you often run into against House of Lancaster. They sit in their base and they just go straight for manor boom. Like they're not scared of you. They don't build a barracks. He's just sitting there booming because eventually he knows he's gonna muster nobles and get some Demon Lancers. So this is kind of the window of opportunity for the Knights Templar, or really any civ playing against these guys. You want to be able to try to raid them. In this case, he's trying to keep them off gold as much as he can. And just try to keep him pinned down because he can't go out to these deer if he keeps challenging him. And the range, oh, that was the house. I was like, the range on that is nuts. So that manor taking some shots on those archers. He did build another manor, it does look like. Using these villagers to shoot with their short bows does a lot of damage to these guys. Oh, and I forgot the manors are shooting as well. So he got that one down. He's going to build another one. So that's going to be what, total of 5, and that would be the 6th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I have 6 manors on the way. The passive resource is really starting to shine. You can kind of watch the resource per minute at the top here as this goes on. Starflark continues to produce just archers and Chevalier Confrere. So he's probably going to be looking to do some kind of push. Will he go for rams here early on? He does have a lot of wood in the bank. Gold is naturally just going to climb from this pilgrims. And in fact, yes, he did get a blacksmith. And the first thing he did was research siege engineering. So he's training up some rams. Rams, by the way, cost you 150 wood. Holy cow, these things got cheaper. Didn't they used to be like 300 wood? 250 maybe? I don't know. I can't remember what the original price of them before they made them cheaper and cheaper. But looking to do a ram push, and it could be quite nice. The only thing that I'd say would be scary is if these Demon Lancers maybe pop out and these archers get really in danger. If he doesn't get enough cav out to protect. We got a few kind of standing in the middle at the moment. Just focusing his food and gold, trying to spin it down, keeping the cav on the way. But 2 rams can really start to do some damage against this. Maybe he'll garrison, and in fact he does. So looking like he might go in here towards the gold. Manor's under trouble. Don't you love to see this? Here's Johnny. Okay, we got the ram moving on in against the manors. House of Lancaster going to be in shambles. Let's see what he's able to do. That first manor under attack. Got the cav charging in as well. Oh man, you hate to see it. Oh, down goes the villager. He gets 1. Nothing on this side. Okay, can add 2 more manors. So he got the last tier upgrade there. So he can get up to 9 total manors. But he's going to lose that one. Unfortunately, those are expensive to lose. I don't know if he even has enough stone here left in base. Yeah, he still has some. Okay, down goes the manors. Maybe the manors need a armor buff against siege. I don't know. These houses just going straight down. Can you imagine a battering ram showing up on your house? These aren't castle walls or keep. This is the manor. Unbelievable. Okay, so we got a ram push going on here. And meanwhile, but there we have it, guys. We've got the Demon Lancers out on the field. Right now, we've got a total of 10 of those. and he is currently just rinsing the archers he's able to find. This is kind of the moment he needs to win. Fighting around the manors, but not fighting under the TC or the Lancaster castle for that engagement. He does micro back, loses a few of his units. Villagers coming to fight, but there's a lot of archers. Well, so they could actually pick off quite a few villagers here. Cop trying to hold on. Villagers taking a lot of damage. You see the worker deaths growing, but he will ultimately hold this, take out the ram. Down goes 3 manors though. Looks like he's trying to get in there to fight. He's got these Demi Lancers. Maybe he needs to focus down some of these archers. Looks like he might, but he pulled back. I'm actually kind of surprised. Maybe he doesn't know what's there, because I think he could have maybe closed that fight out, but he does pull back for the time being. He might be also just trying to keep him alive, maybe for a bit till he adds in some more units. But yeah, I mean, we're here with revealed view, so this is the, you know, not what they're seeing. Okay, Starflark with really nice pressure behind this, been able to get Pilgrim Trading for basically free, didn't get attacked at all, and he's aging up. We got the Angevin Empire. Fortresses and docks gain 30% health, so he can have some additional health on his fortresses. It's also going to unlock the Armored Spearman, I believe is the unit that comes along with that. I've been trying to memorize all these. There's a lot to memorize as a caster these days, with Knights Templar having so many different ways to age up. A lot of different stats, a lot of different units to memorize. Cop, though, also looked like he could go towards the age up if he suddenly smacked a lot of villagers onto gold. He sees his opponent hit the next age, and he's kind of hanging. Now, when he does hit the 3rd age, these Demi Lancers do shadow tech, so they would automatically get their veteran C. If he does age up to castle, we'll see if he goes for it. Getting their barracks set on the back line. Starflark's got all the space in the world at the moment. Cop doesn't appear to be showing any signs of aging at the moment. Not a whole lot of villagers. I mean, he has a number of villas on gold, but yeah, he's not going to be aging anytime soon. We're seeing veteran archers going to be coming in here in a second. So these are veteran Chevalier Confrere, going to get some charge in there on the Demi Lancers. Archers targeting down the spearmen, as well as a few villagers. Going to probably pick these spearmen off. It looks like he is doing that. And this could get really troublesome. Yep, he's got the archers. Still didn't get their veterancy, by the way. They're just about got it. Took out all the spears, though. So his spears are dead. We got these veteran Chevalier Confrere running around. Now, these guys debuff, but they only debuff 1 armor now when they have this Buildman upgrade. It used to be 2, which is absolutely crazy. This brings it a little closer. He's able to pick off the remaining troops. And Starflark might have this one in the bag. All he's really done, I mean, seriously, very simple. He just made cav and archers and has just been harassing the gold mine. That's all he's really done. You know, I don't know how this might have gone different if the Lancaster castle was right over here. But looks like he's maybe going to put this game away here. Got these villagers really pinned. Cop has lost 16 whole villagers. He is really far behind, but you can't discount the fact he does have the manors, helping him out quite a bit. Man, oh man. Gold continuing to stream over on this side of the map. Starflark adding in some barracks as well as an additional archery range. And as a monastery. Yep, he's going to start getting some relics. We do have a stable back here, by the way. Okay, a little bit of space here for now. Quap looking like he's going to try to... Or Starflark going to try to go for an age. Will he pick off those villagers? He pulls back. Doesn't actually get a hit on any of the villagers. Takes some damage himself. Okay, here comes a ramp. I mean, not a whole lot of troops to contest it, but he does have some spears down there. We'll see how this ram does. Going in for maybe the stable. Maybe he'll go for the manor. We'll see what he decides to target. Those manors are expensive to lose. They take a lot of villager time. Okay, goes in there and he grabs another villager. Total kill loss up to 17. Villagers just not standing a chance at the moment. We've got the Templar brothers positioning on in, starting to dive a little bit under these spears. Seems to not be as scared. You do see they're debuffed right now by the hardened spearmen with the upgrade, their unique upgrade. Archer's trying to kite back, but he's just struggling to do anything. A lot of villagers going down right now. All these villagers in the wood are complete danger. Nothing to stop him. And caught taps out. House of Lancaster goes down in a rare defeat. I can't actually recall if I've seen maybe one other time the Civ lost, but they are very good. And I don't know, Starflark just applying the constant pressure, able to take him out. And maybe that's something you guys could try. Maybe try whether maybe it's Knights Templar or Delhi or just Abbasid. Open up with some horsemen and archers or something and go or harass their stone or their gold, depending on what's not underneath the castle. I'd be a little bit interested in how this might play out differently if the castle were there. But that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching this castle game. If you did enjoy it, consider subscribing to the channel. I've got guides up for both of the new civs. We've got castle games, we got build order guides, a little bit of something for the whole family to enjoy. So go check them out. Leave me a comment below if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.